I've been in the newspapers more than 100 times. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can do the same thing. So I always did one of two things. One was to make a fun story. So I've worked a lot with consumer products. So if there would be something trending in the newspapers, then I would try to see if I could make some kind of twisted story to something that had a lot of interest at that time. And then I would find journalists that was making similar content. Maybe it would be some gossip magazine or something similar. And then I would contact that journalist and send a press release to them. And then I would say, hey, we have this fun story, blah, blah, blah. And then this would actually often work. This thing about, you have something that is relevant right now, it's kind of fun, and you would find the exact journalist talking about similar things. This worked really well, and sometimes I could come up with really fun stories. I did one story years back where it was about the 50 Shades of Grey. That movie just came out. And then at that time, I made a story about now you could buy abundance insurance for people because they always would get hurt and they need insurance now for all the injuries that we have. So this is like just a really funny, silly story. And you can do similar things. Of course, it depends on what your business does, but it is possible to find a fun story. Then the other way was to find more statistics, to bring a story where you do some research, you look at some statistics, and then maybe you can contact a newsletter out there that is more serious, that does need more sources, that needs more documentation, but you can still make a super interesting story. Maybe there's some interesting information that is interesting for that newspaper to know about. So that's always been my two ways to get into the media. So again, figure out if it's a fun story or you have some statistics that is interesting. Find a journalist that is relevant for your story, contact them, make a good press release where you make it like look at other articles and try to use the same template and write it as a press release. And then hopefully they will find it interesting and then you'll be in the media soon.